Hello and welcome to another edition of Get to Know the OSH Industries. I'm Alpa Aguera, member of the IOSH Future Leaders Steering Group. Today I'm joined by Simon Toseland, who is the chair of the IOSH Aviation and Aerospace Group. Thank you for joining us today, Simon, to provide us with valuable insights to the aviation and aerospace industry.
Good afternoon, Alpa. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. So, as you know, this is a quick fire interview round. So I'll be asking you a few questions about the aerospace industry. If you can let me know how an OSH professional would be able to get into that. So without wasting any time, could you give me a brief overview of the Aviation Aerospace Group and the diverse range of companies that would fall under this umbrella?
Thanks, Alpa. Yeah, absolutely. So, as you can appreciate, we're made up of a wide range of health, safety and fire professionals within the aviation and aerospace industry. There's 8 members at the moment within the committee. And as you can appreciate, you know, in terms of the diverse range of companies, certainly if you think about my field within an airport, you've obviously got the concessions, all of our shops and restaurants. We've got baggage handlers, we've got security, we've got emergency services, we've got tenants. We've got a whole broad, wide range of people and organisations that would use our facilities. And I would say really the aviation group is aimed at all of those groups.
Okay, it's a very vast area. There's a few there that I didn't think about, to be fair, so that's broadened my knowledge on that. What would be a good starting point for someone new to health and safety who are wanting to work with the aviation aerospace industry?
I was just trying to think back actually when you asked that question. I've just been in this industry for just over 3 years. Previously to that, I worked in FM, in facilities management. And I remember sort of leading into the role, before I joined the role, my first point of call actually was to go and look at the IOSH Aviation and Aerospace Group. And it was actually, whilst I was doing this research, I identified that there was actually a site visit at Manchester Airport, which was open to everyone. So sort of got in touch, managed to get myself a place. And when I got over there, obviously there was a wide range of people within aviation, so I was able to meet and greet and sort of let them know, look, I'm coming into the aviation industry, and a really great opportunity to get to know people. So I would really support anybody, if you're coming into aviation, even if it's relatively new to you, you know, go and check out the IOSH Aviation Group. I know predominantly as we all have, we've been in COVID, so a lot of our webinars have been on Teams, but a lot of those have been recorded. So there is an opportunity, if you can't get out and visit an airport or visit a site face to face, go back and spend a bit of time watching some of those webinars, because I think they'll give you a real insight into some of the unique challenges within aviation.
Okay, that sounds good. I think I might have to go back and have a look at some of those webinars myself. What are the challenges currently faced by OSH professionals within the industry?
Well, I would say some of the challenges we're facing are probably not that different to perhaps a lot of other organisations as we start to re-emerge from COVID, reawaken from COVID. As you can appreciate, we had lots of people on furlough, and we're really now starting to get those people back into the business who have perhaps not been doing their jobs for some time. And so all of the issues around refamiliarisation training, bringing in new members of staff where we've lost people, all of that time, and particularly making sure that work space engagement piece takes place, and people are fully up to date and refamiliarised with some of the health and safety risk assessments and processes and procedures that they need to be aware of. So, you know, I would say that is a real key focal point now in aviation. And I think probably something that a lot of familiar other sectors are facing at the same time.
Okay. Could you tell us about recent seminars or talks that the group have hosted?
Well, in 2021, we recently carried out a member survey in the group. We had a tremendous response, and we asked people what are their key challenges and what kind of topics would you like to have more information about. And right sort of towards the top of the list was accidents and near-miss reporting. So just a few months ago, I delivered a webinar with one of my colleagues at the airport, specifically on near-miss reporting. We have quite a vibrant near-miss reporting culture within Birmingham. So sort of very happy to share how we went about that, how we put that process in place, some of the challenges we faced on the way, and how we continue to evolve that process. So that's just one example. I think we had over 200 attendees for that, which was done on a webinar. And we got some tremendous feedback as well. So that's just sort of one example, if you like, of how we try and engage with our committee members and how we try and communicate with them.
Okay, that's great. And how many form the group's committee, and what are the goals for the year ahead?
So as I say, we've got 8 members. I've been chair now since September, so it's relatively new. And obviously just through the process, if you like, we've had a few people leave. We've brought on a few new faces as well. So that's really exciting for us. Sort of the main goals, I think, or the main aims of the group are primarily to provide support and guidance to our members in the industry. It's an opportunity to get involved with legal consultations, particularly those, that affect the aviation industry as well. So that's really good because it gives us an opportunity to have an input and a say in any potential changes in legislation or good practice. But I think more importantly, that opportunity to volunteer and to network with health and safety professionals in the industry. And like I say, we really only recently come together to formulate our strategy for the next 3 years. And that's been very much based on the feedback that we've had from our members. And for me, that's really important, making sure that we're delivering content that's relevant to our members and it's on topics that they really want to hear about.
Thank you for that. And the last question from me, what advice can you give to an aspiring OSH professional who is looking to join the industry?
I would definitely say, to reach out to other people in the industry. And I think one of the things, that I've really come to appreciate within aviation is how friendly people are and how welcome they are and how comfortable they feel sort of talking and sharing about experiences. So, by getting involved, I think, with the IOSH group, that's a great way to do that. And I'm a firm believer that, every day is a school day. No matter how much experience and knowledge we have, sometimes we just want to pick up the phone and we just want to talk about something or share an issue, perhaps. And I think that's absolutely valuable. So for me, it's definitely about building up that network of people that you can reach out to and who want to, like-minded people who want to share and learn.
Oh, thank you, Simon. That was really insightful. It's actually made me think about my aviation days. I think I might have to think about joining aviation again as an OSH professional myself. Do you have any final words or advice for OSH professionals at all?
I mean, I would say, for me, it's a really exciting industry. I think in all elements of health and safety, regardless of a sector you're in, it's an opportunity to make a difference. And thank you to you as well. It's always great to help and encourage future leaders to learn. And I'd be more than welcome to talk to anyone who's in the industry or who's thinking about starting in the industry themselves.
Thank you.